If you are hunting trouble, lad, you found it!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the classic Minecraft mod, the original iteration of SCP craft, all the way back from 1.4.7, except it's been ported to 12.2, 1.12.2, excuse me. So yeah, let's go ahead and look inside this cool house, this little, this little base right here. And maybe we'll find some useful stuff inside. A guard, and Dr. Schnoz, which is the head of research here in the middle of nowhere institute, which is also just a house surrounded by a fence. So yeah, let me check the game rule if keeping inventory is on. There we go. True. And here's the two different armors that come with the mod. This one is the D-class suit, which gives, let me check the torso, about plus 6 or 7 armor, which is actually pretty good, but like, I don't think it has the best durability. I think you can craft it, either you have to find it using one of the SCP things, or you just find it randomly, or you can craft it using something, but I don't know anything about the crafting recipes, because I'm pretty sure they were only in the original forum posted, though they haven't been changed from that older version of the game. And here's the SCP-912 armor, which gives crazy protection, as you can see. Plus 50, plus 70, plus 90, which is nuts for pants, and then plus 40. So yeah, you will be taking pretty much no damage in that. SCP-912, if I remember correctly, is like some type of super dense block that you need a diamond pick to even mine. And it's like super powerful, basically. So yeah, here's the item chest. I'll show off some of the items and blocks. We have reinforced iron, which is made with 4 iron and is, extra durable. Can tank TNT explosions, stuff like that. Blood, which is blood. The keycard slots, which are used to activate redstone and the corroded iron and the sliding doors, which you use using these various leveled keycards, which I'm just going to take the Omni for the simplicity of opening up some of these chambers later. But yeah, that's the keycard slots. They're just a neat decoration. Neat little decoration. And the smoke block, which I will demonstrate here for a second. It's actually very cool. It starts emanating smoke, as you can see, which is mostly a decorative thing. But another cool feature is that the smoke will actually go under blocks and start to spread out. Which let me try to get the SCP-912. Excuse me, the SCP-143. Oh, I guess it's a different material. Okay, then I got them confused. Yeah, 143 pickaxe. And get this inside this house and show you guys how it looks, blowing smoke everywhere. Yeah, I think it's super neat particles. And I don't think, besides for the Ender Dragon fire, I don't think anything like this has been actually used in Minecraft when it comes to particles. I could be wrong, but I think it's more of just a feature the actual developers never sort of capitalized on at all. No, I'll just leave this out here. And alright then, so we have the great electric wool, which you get from the electric sheep, which you can shear from him, so we'll take those shears for later. The grate, which is, cool gate block, just decoration. Marble, more decoration. Oak chair and table, which, was something originally in old versions of Minecraft was going to be added, but Notch pulled back on it, like, last second, because he think it clashed with the simplistic aesthetic too much at the time. And, you can sit in them. Yeah, it's basically, you can just sit down on them, yeah. And my iron armor and stuff is just upgraded with unbreaking so they don't break as quick. But I use iron armor to give you the sort of average person experience. The wrench, which I think you use with one of the SCPs later. And the cow DNA with the clockwork virus. I'll show you guys this probably at the end of the video. The infrared glasses, that's going to be important for one of the SCPs. The 143 sword, the spade, the axe and the hoe, you know, and also the pickaxe, they're just super duper durable. The corroded iron and sliding doors, which I'll demonstrate here. You know, not opening, obviously, but I'll show you. And they do exactly what you think they do. You power them with a redstone or a keycard reader, and they just slide in and out, you know. Pretty simple. SCP 458, which is the endless pizza, which let me try and hold on, give me a second. I dropped something. I know, very amateur, but let me try and run around a little bit to sort of demonstrate how it works. Get my hunger bar down some. If it would, or I could just like jump off one of these, jump off a structure. Take some damage and that might get my hunger down. Alrighty then. Yeah, it's going down. Go down quicker. Ooh, I want to demonstrate this piece of pizza for the fine people. And yeah, as you can see, it's an infinite pizza slice. It hardly restores any and has terrible saturation, but it's bottomless. I think you find it randomly, or I think you can craft it actually. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's been years since I've checked the original mod, and I'm not sure. I can't remember if you can craft it. SCP 500 can cure any potion effect, and yeah, I think that's about it. Or it's this one that cures any potion effect, the one next to it, and also full heals you. Yeah, SCP 123 Arc, which is a super knife. It can basically insta-kill anything. SCP 420J, which gets you zoted, as you can probably tell by the name. I might demonstrate that at the end. SCP 63, which is a unbreakable electric toothbrush, which can instantly mine through any material, so it's like creative mode in survival mode. Oh, excuse me, I guess not instantly. Maybe just, yeah, low tier materials. It has very good durability, very quick attack speed too, so you can use it as a really bad weapon, or maybe a decent weapon if you enchant it with sharpness. SCP 125, which is the Book of Diseases. Remember, you read it and you get a random excuse me, you get a random potion effect that could give you a random SCP effect, which is, you know, not exactly good for your health, right? And if you keep spam reading it, you pretty much instantly die. So yeah, don't do that. You know, it's just a novelty item, like some of these are. Doesn't really serve real purpose. I get rid of that milk bucket. SCP-109. I don't know what this one does actually. Or I think it's the endless canteen. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. And I don't want to bother looking any of these up because they change what entry belongs to what number every few years. And all of these are like super old. These were like all SCPs from like way back when the site sort of started, you know, sort of splintered off from /x on 4chan. Excuse my my lisp. So here's just some more equipment: golden apple, bucket of water, some torches. I'll get some night vision potions, and then SCP-06 bucket, which I forgot what this does. Is this the fountain? Is this the fountain of youth? I think. I'm gonna try to dig just a little trench here to contain it in. But if I remember correctly, it is supposed to be the fountain of youth. Oh yes, that'll be very helpful actually. Yeah, basically that's what it does. I forgot if it's in its own chamber or if you can find the fountain of youth spawning naturally. But if you get a bucket of this, you're gonna have bottomless healing basically forever. You know, I'll just let the rain go down. I like that noise. But yeah, I'll take this just in case. I think that's what it does. Is it heals you of ailments? Yeah, you can't even use it when you're not damaged. But yeah, here's all the stuff, basically. You know, the goons, etc. Eviltons. I'll try to do it in order. And just come back and get the rest from this chest later. Yeah, do not, when you play this mod, if you do want to play this mod, do not make the same mistake I did and try to open up a chest while having one of these articles, documents in your hand, because it will spawn that document right where you click on the chest. And I accidentally destroyed a little build I was working on for a previous version of this recording when I did that by accident. But yeah, I got the Omni key card. And let's go check these out, you know. First one we have here is... Actually, am I doing this in the right order? Yeah, I'll do SCP-1000 first, but SCP-1000 is Bigfoot. Which, yeah, everybody knows Bigfoot, you know. Ooh. Okay, so he's not aggressive unless you get, like, super close to him, but he's Bigfoot, you know. I remember in the older, it could be in the older, the newer version of this, he had his own containment chamber. He doesn't actually do that much damage. And yeah, that was Bigfoot basically. You know, he's just a big old monkey, just like the one in real life. You know, a big old monkey. Let me check real quick if this recording is actually working. I'm not gonna edit myself. I'm not gonna edit this out, me saying this, but I just want to make sure. Okay, so yeah, it's recording. I'm just, you know, making sure. But yeah, let's get on to the next SCP, which is going to be the Burning Man, which comes in his own containment chamber. I'll get my water bucket ready for this. And the doors are broken, which happens sometimes with some of these. But basically, yeah, he's a man on fire. You can only kill him with water. You can't kill him with physical damage. I don't think at least. I probably should have given myself a button or something, or like... Let me see, actually. Can you hit him with attacks? I don't know if it's because the fire is always in the way or what. But yeah, basically that's the Burning Man. He's on fire. He burns you. He doesn't do that much damage, but the fire does do damage to you. So yeah, I don't know if the doors are broken or what, but hoping they work. SCP-111, the dragon snails, which let me get up here. This random structure from another structure mod I got installed. And yeah, in between me recording the zombie tech video and this video, I did get damage indicators so I can see how much health they have without having to check the wiki. Ooh. So it has 4 health. And yeah, you can just sort of sit on top of them. You can't manually control it, however, but you can sit on top of them, and that's pretty cool, I think. So yeah, dragon snails. They're pretty neat. I don't wanna hurt them or anything. Excuse me. Is he stuck? Okay, no, okay. I'm just experiencing like really weird lag right now. All right, let me stop the recording and fix this because I've had this happen to me before in my... Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's back to normal. But yeah, let me rejuve this world for a minute. But I know you can breed these guys using some type of food item, but I forgot what it was. I think it's just like wheat or seeds or something, but you can breed them and they have little babies. So yeah, let me take a minute to do this real quick. But yeah, sorry about the interruptions, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just having technical problems. That used to happen, I remember, on my old computer. It used to happen a lot when I played Minecraft. It's sort of like weird desync. But the next one is going to be the sculpture, which is the classic, 173. The good old-fashioned peanut. And he's just in a room of blood. I'm gonna try to get his attention. He's stupid. He's got he's got 1,024 health. Oh yeah, you can see him move. You don't even have to look away from him. Let me check and see if keep inventory zone, because I know I'm gonna die a few times. Yeah. Okay, so I remember you used to be able to actually hurt him with pickaxes in the older version, but I'm guessing that feature was removed. I'm looking directly at you, man. I don't know why you're moving. But yeah, I'm guessing he's gonna insta-kill me. Yeah, mm-hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, he, he just pops you and you die. I'm guessing he does like a trillion damage or something. Something, ridiculous like that. But, let me get over here. Get this, goofy man with my knife. Oh, he's just... Oh, you can do that? You can just right-click and it removes them? Okay, that's kind of crazy. I didn't know the art could do that, but, you know, now we know. And this is the blood blocks, which are just, you know, decoration. Alright, well, that's the sculpture. It works exactly how you expect. And, so does the following one, the next one, you know, the shy guy. It's a big, tall, skinny man, and when you, look at him, he, attacks. Okay, well, I didn't exactly expect him to, expect it to spawn directly on me, which I think is a bug. Same thing with the doors, not having the keycard readers. I think that's just a result of the mod being old. He works like an internet, though, in actual gameplay. If you look directly at him, he comes after you. But, yeah, let's do that. It might get a little bit loud. It might get a little bit loud, yeah. Yeah, let me, try to escape from him for a second. Because, when he turns on, he does not turn off very easily. You know, I think... Is he gonna activate? The water doesn't seem to push him away. It seems like he's, Oh. Oh, okay. He just destroys all the... Alright. Be quiet. Hush up. So loud. Here. Let me, turn this off for a second. Well, I rebuild this a little bit. Okay, well, at least he doesn't completely annihilate all of these blocks, but yeah, that's SCP-069. He's a bit of a goober. He's a bit of a goober, as you can clearly tell. Yeah, he's invincible to damage, which I don't think it was like that in the original, like I was talking about earlier. Pretty sure you could at least damage both him and the sculpture in the original, but you have to use the arc if you want any of them to just stop existing. But yeah, at least he doesn't, you know, fully destroy the blocks and bulldozes through. He just sort of displaces them. So I guess I don't even need this then. But yeah, here we go. The next one is SCP-131, the iPods. Oh, okay. I did not mean to hit him there, but I'm sorry. But yeah, this is the iPods. They're passive little sort of eyeballs that are on a sort of like a, not a wheel, just sort of like a trackball on the bottom of them, and they just roll around. Yeah, they're just neat little pets you could have around your base or whatever. I forgot if you could actually craft these documents or not. I think you can, but I don't know the recipes for the life of me. Just like the creepypasta crafting recipes. You know, I don't know any of this stuff. It's been way too long since I played this one originally. Okay, he's in a cage. For a second I thought it was... Why, yes, it is a laboratory. But basically, yeah, he's like a a medieval plague doctor who tries to cure people from the apparent but non-existent plague by turning them into zombies. And yeah, he keeps yapping. Yeah, I'm normal. And he hits you with poison for a few seconds. If he kills you, you turn into a zombie. But yeah, that's the plague doctor. Which, yeah, you can damage him. He's very slow, as you can tell, and he's also just a villager with a really long nose. But I think that definitely fit the Minecraft vibe at the time. He also attacks villagers and I think zombies too, I think. But yeah, he takes damage. Let's see if he drops anything. No XP either. But yeah, that's the plague doctor. You know, he's just sort of here, you know, little iron bar cage. Let me try to get the next one. The next one is another classic, another hood classic. SCP-087, the stairwell. Which, yeah, it's kind of messed up a lot of people who are into the newer SCP stuff, which I think is terrible, by the way. After it got co-opted completely and all the old writers and staff got removed for, like, really dumb political-related reasons, right? Or quote-unquote political reasons. When it was just a power grab over the fact that it's a fresh IP up for grabs since it was, like, Creative Commons or whatever. And they're selling it anyway, even though they legally shouldn't have. There was a whole drama with it. But yeah, here's the stairwell. So Euclid, it's basically like an endless staircase, right? You go down it, and there's like some demons at the bottom or something. It'll just... Okay, it's not... Yeah, none of this is generating correctly, actually. Which I think is just a bug with the... Yeah, it's supposed to be like dark and stuff, like spooky. Ooh. But I think that's just a bug with the newer version of this sort of 1.12 port. I'm guessing he didn't fully iron out the bugs before he released this, and he never updated it. So what can you do? But the actual one, I remember in the older version this was a lot more detailed. I don't know if this is just like he just took the assets from this and sort of made a sort of custom recreation or what. He took the assets from the original mod and made a custom recreation or what, but basically, yeah, there's a demon down here just sort of hanging out. And he's gonna smack you. He's gonna smack you with his little hands. Ooh, spooky. Which, I don't really know if this is like the best way to sort of do this, because I don't think it ever said in the original document what SCP-87-1 even looked like. But I'm guessing, you know, it's just a random guess, whatever. Yeah, and they instantly destroy you. Oh, can you not be in the doorway, Doctor? Get back in there. Get back in there. Ooh. Which, yeah, I don't think the armor, super armor, helps at all against any of the insta-kill SCPs at all. But, yeah, that was the stairwell. It's pretty atmospheric. It's pretty spooky. So let's keep a move on, you know. Keeping a move on with this classic mod. So next up is SCP-538, the Shadow Spiders. Which, yeah, as you can see, are dying in the wall currently. But they're basically just shadow spiders. They're spiders made out of shadow. I think they might be bugged, too, because normally, you know, pun not intended, normally, they should be able to damage you, right? Yeah, you can damage them. But basically, yeah, that's it. They're just like, cave spiders, but without the poison. And they're invisible. Ooh. But this was very impressive stuff back in 1.4.7, okay? This is very impressive modding back in the day. Alright, well, I remember these were a little bit better than the original, but like I said, it's just a little bit buggy and stuff. Here's 106, the old man. Yeah. He's the guy who can walk through walls and dimensions. I don't even know why they give him a containment chamber. Oh. Ow. Ooh. Yeah, that does, I think about 5 or 6 hearts. Let me go check out his chamber. I don't know if he spawns the portals. I can't remember. But no, it's just a empty, corroded. He can't really, like, be contained. He's like an old man that can hop through and manipulate dimensions, right? They can't really contain him. So, what they do instead is that they just keep him inside a sort of triple omega layer stacked containment box and feed him random D-class every however many times. Does he get faster? I could have swore he moved a little bit quicker there. No, okay. Let me just delete him. Good. Alright. Don't have to deal with that. But, the next one is SCP-999, the Tickle Monster. Which is another Hood classic. Ooh. He's just a little slime and he loves you. He makes you nauseous and gives you luck, which helps with, I think, fishing. I think luck helps with fishing. He didn't give you luck in the original one, though. Let me get away from this little guy. I'm sorry. I know you love me so much. But I don't want to have to deal with nausea. But he gives you regeneration, so if you keep him as a pet, it would be an easy source of regeneration, much like the Fountain of Youth. But you'll have to deal with the nausea. Let me get him over here. Did he stop following me? Did he despawn? Where did he go to? Okay, well. Oh no, he's over there. Come on, little slime. Yeah, okay, try not to give me too much nausea. Ugh. I want to put him inside one of these chambers over here. You know, no, he's too slow. Let me just get out of here. But yeah, that's the Tickle Monster. Just a little slime guy. He likes people, you know. He makes people very happy. He's very placative. He's supposed to be like the avatar of, or at least I think it was retcon. He's supposed to be the avatar of like the goodness of the world or all the positive energy of the world or something. But the next one is SCP-629, Mr. Brass. Not to be confused with Mr. Beast. But yeah, he's supposed to be an incomplete robot who's very confused as to why he's incomplete. It's supposed to be from like the 1800s or something, I remember. I'm just trying to remember these from memory. From seeing videos about him like years and years and years ago. But yeah, it's just Mr. Brass. Makes iron golem noises when you hit him. He's completely safe. He's just sort of cool, you know. You can have him as like a decoration. Let me get this little guy in here. Come on, hop in. Mr. Brass can go free. You can stay in here, however. You can stay in here. But yeah, he's pretty epic. You know, he doesn't have any arms. He's sad about that, but you know, 'tis life. 'Tis life. And the next one is SCP-80, Dark Form, which was formerly known as the Boogeyman, which I don't remember anything about this, but I'm guessing he's just going to be the Boogeyman. Oh, yeah, I remember. He's like, oh, ow. Smoke. He's like smoke. Can you, I forgot, do I use infrared for this? No, it's infrared for the chicken guys that are invisible. But, does he just despawn? Does he just despawn after a while? I think he does. Whenever you look at him. So, I guess, yeah, don't open up his door unless you want him to despawn. Well, that was the Boogeyman, I guess. Just does a little bit of damage to you and then just stops existing. So, yeah, good job. No, excellent work. Next up is SCP-143, the Bladewood Grove, which I think it's like a really sharp tree. Let me actually go into creative and get some bone meal. Game mode creative. Bone meal. I forgot what it does. It's been so long. Ow. Yeah, so basically it's a very decorative, pretty decorative tree. you know, came out years. I think the leaves are a little bit bugged. Yeah, the leaf texture is bugged of how warped it is. But yeah, it's like the pink tree from modern Minecraft years before that even existed, basically. But yeah, it's a sharp tree. You know, it's a sharp tree. That's pretty much it. Ow. Ooh. So yeah, that's it for Blader Grove. You know, just sort of exist, I guess. You know, cool. Whatever. SCP-280, Eyes in the Dark, which is, I think, another weird insta-kill, or it might be another one that disappears when you look at it. But yeah, it's like this sort of incorporeal form that just exists in the darkness. Ow, ooh. He does, I think about 8 or 9 damage, not hearts of damage, but damage. Alright, let me bore a window in here so I can look at him better. Get some windows in here. Oh yeah, that is Eyes in the Dark. It's certainly Eyes in the Dark. And yeah, I think it's because he got exposed to sunlight, like the boogeyman. I think they both stop existing in sunlight or something. Which, you know, makes sense, you know, for the context of them, because they're both supposed to be like the night demons. I just noticed redstone torch. Oh yeah, for the lights, okay. They're both supposed to be like the night demons that, you know, kids talk about or whatever, but real. Which is kind of novel about old SCPs, is that a lot of them were just like urban legends, but it's real, and we keep it in a metal box in the middle of Nevada, or something like that. And there wasn't really anything like it back in the day either, you know, old SCP at least. But this one is 409, the Contagious Crystal, which I am gonna have some wood planks. I don't want to let this out. It ruins your whole world. It has the capacity to ruin your entire world if you let it spread too much. So let me, yeah, I'll have this, just have a water elevator here. But it has the capacity, the potential to ruin your entire world if you let it spread too much. So, yeah, don't. Yeah, so basically it's a contagious crystal, right? And any material that isn't this block right here, that isn't this containment block that you see around us, before us, if it touches anything that isn't that, it spreads to it, which, do the thing. This is how this works, right? I remember back in the day, it's how it worked. But then again, like I said, you know, a lot of bugs in this version. What if you touch it, you start to turn into a crystal? Is it bugged? No, I appear to be turning into a crystal. Okay, well. I guess this is what the 1,000 years in the crystal meme was talking about. Oops, all crystal. I'm guessing it only affects mobs. Then I remember in a different version it affected blocks too. Got crystallized, yeah. 1,000 years in the crystal. Horrible fate. Oh. Let me just run back there and pick up my water again. Oh, you know what? No, I got a spare one. But yeah, that's what it does. I think it leaves behind a statue or places where you died with a crystal block. I can't remember. But yeah, I should have went back and got the other papers, but it's fine. You know, it's fine. Just a nice little casual mod review. See, yeah, it replaces where you died with a crystal statue or a crystal block. But basically, yeah, it works exactly the same in the SCP. I think there's two different versions of it, actually. One's like a red crystal, and the other one's a blue crystal. And the blue crystal is way less, like, deadly, and the red one can basically turn people into crystal statues that shatter into, like, 1 billion crystals that can turn any organic matter around them into other crystals. Which, yeah, is a mouthful, but that's just how it works, you know. But yeah, let me go back to the cool house and get the rest of these documents, and we can finish up this mod review. Which I hope you guys are enjoying so far. You know, it's just sort of a casual sort of a meme fest of old stuff. You guys are just sort of chilling out. What is in here? Clock. Yeah, I'll show off the clock later. Let me try to clear my inventory a little bit of the stuff that we already know what it does. You know, I'm not gonna need the Omni keycards, obviously. Just a random flower that's in my inventory. I know I'm gonna need the night vision potion for the pipe works. Alright, well, here we go. This next one is 594, the electric sheep, which are exactly how it sounds. Ooh. Ow. Yeah, so they're just sheep, right? And they're electric. When you touch them, it gives you an effect called electricity, which is both levitation and poison. But, yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool. Normal sheep, though. But I can't remember much about these besides they just sort of existed. And they just found them in a farm in, like, Scotland or something. And I found them either in a farm just sort of roaming around Scotland. But, yeah, I dream of electric sheep. You can shear them and get their wool, which they can no longer affect you with their electricity effect when they have no wool, obviously, because, you know, if you shear sheep, it's not gonna have that effect. What can you do with electric wool? I'm trying to remember. What can you even do with the electric wool? I forgot. I think you can just craft it with normal wool things. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I like them. I think they look pretty epic. Alright then, the next one is going to be SCP-966, which is the Sleep Killer. Which the story for this one is, hopefully if I don't spawn in the middle of it. You know what, I'll just, take me. I don't care. Take me, you fool. They give you weakness, mighty fatigue, slowness, and do damage to you. Oh, I'll explain the lore after I die here in a minute. But basically, like they're which yeah, they don't even do that much damage actually. What? he hit his friend by accident. He bumped into his friend by accident and sent him flying. I don't know if they can do that when they have the wool on. Maybe they can. But yeah, the Sleep Killer, right? There have been, like, I think 2 different versions of this, right? And the first one was basically they're like little goblin creatures that live in anywhere from 1 to 3, like, small groups that sort of hang around people's homes, and they're completely invisible unless you use the infrared goggles, right? Which you can actually see. Ooh. Ow, ooh. Try and get a better view of these guys. Oh yeah, that's grotesque. Ooh. They give you a lot of potion effects too for a long time. As you can see, you cannot see them when you don't have your infrared on. And you can't damage them, which I remember. Oh yeah, you can damage them. They just have a butt ton of health for no reason. But they live in groups from 1 to 3, and they sort of live around people's houses, sort of stalking them. And how they work is that when people sleep, they start to slowly drain the people of their energy, right? You know, like Goku making a spirit bomb, but instead of Goku making a spirit bomb, your energy is being drained by whatever the hell this thing is. But yeah, and then eventually the people just die, and then it's written down as death by a natural cause because they couldn't really find the reason. But then the Foundation, right? The Foundation figured out when you have infrared goggles on and you're around people who have been suffering those symptoms, they can see these weird chicken creatures, right? And they capture them. You know, which I remember the original iteration was supposed to be like small little goblin men with white skin, but then they got changed into these odd chicken-looking creatures. Which I remember the model in the original version was a bit different too, the original mod. But yeah, that's basically it. Ow, ooh. Yeah, they hit your potion effects. Just sort of exist in this cage. A few of them. But that's what the infrared goggles are used for anybody who wanted to know. That's all the infrared goggles are used for, which I think is a missed opportunity. You could maybe see, like, the boogeyman or something if you had them on, too. I think that would have been cool. But, yeah, that's basically the Sleep Killers, you know. And this guy isn't regrowing his wool, which is kind of sad. I think you should be able to farm electric wool off these guys. Unless you feed them like wheat. I don't know if you can actually breed them or not. I assume not. They didn't go through all that effort to do it. But next up is SCP-58, the Heart of Darkness, which is supposed to be like a heart made of pure evil or something. Okay, well, I didn't intend to fight this guy already. Oh, Lord. Ow! But basically, he's like the heart of like some really evil dude or something from like Victorian England or something. I'm probably butchering the lore completely. But it's supposed to be composed of like pure evil or something like that. And yeah, it eats people. It looks like a scorpion. Where's it at? Where you at? Where you at, man? I know these mobs are programmed to not despawn. Because, you know, they're SCPs. They're like the men of the hour, you know. And it's sorry for all these random patches of darkness. I think it's that structure mod that I added, you know, with all these randomly generated structures and stuff. Does that? Okay, I guess he just got away. But yeah, that's the Heart of Darkness. It's just a reskin spider with a lot of health, and it makes that sound when you get near it. Water is its kryptonite. As you can see, it can't swim at all, which makes sense given it's a heart. Yeah, I think it drops something. I think it drops like rotten flesh or like spider eyes or something. No, it doesn't drop anything. I remember it used to do more in the old version, but like I said, you know, it's just old mods, old. Whatever, you know. And the next one is SCP-822, which is a landmine cactus, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a species of cactus that were, I think, genetically engineered, just randomly sort of discovered in the desert. And they explode when you touch them. Yeah. Big whoop, you know. That's also, like I said, how SCPs were back then. Okay. I didn't expect it to be that violent of an explosion. But yeah, that's the landmine cactus. They were like engineered to be a weapon or something. You know, to use in like the Middle East or otherwise or whatever. You know, whatever lore it was. And then the Foundation either got a few of them or they started growing. Oh, you can get it back too, you know. Let me actually test something. Let me jump up onto here and see how big the explosion actually is. Try to throw something onto this thing. I don't actually know if you could farm them or not, because they would be very useful for base defense, I imagine. Ooh. Yes, that's bigger than a block of TNT. I'm pretty sure about as large as 2 creeper explosions put together, I think. Probably miscalculating, but still. That's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool. You actually get it back, though, every time it blows up, so you have the infinite base defense if you want to, I don't know, just plop a bunch of these down, blow stuff up. No, it can't be planted on regular dirt, so it works like a normal Minecraft cactus. But yeah, the next one is SCP-472, the Bloodstone, which I think is like a rock that gives you regeneration, or it saps your blood, either one. You know, it's been a long time. Been a long time. Oh no, it's supposed to be like some beating heart thing. Gives you slowness. That all you do, buddy? Yeah, you just sit there and throb and you give slowness. Alright, well, time to die. I think this chamber is probably one of the better looking ones, though, visually at least. But yeah, that's the Bloodstone. I don't know the lore behind it, it just sort of exists. Next is SCP-27, the Vermin God. Oh, this guy's still here. How you doing, buddy? I remember the AI in the original version worked a little bit better too, but yeah, he's just sort of there. You can definitely tell this is more of a sort of foundation for ideas instead of polished ideas as they were. And the next one is the Vermin God. Ooh, ow, ooh. A rat! A rat. We are the rats. Okay, here's a rat. Just a reskin silverfish. But basically, yeah, it's like a curse that if somebody like holds this like rat idol, I think they become the vermin god. Yeah, go away, bro. Go away. I'm gonna smack you. Oof. If they hold this like cursed idol, they wear this specific piece of clothing. I can't remember if it was one or the other. They become the vermin god, which is constantly surrounded by rats that eat people, that do his bidding. Either one. No, I think they're just surrounded by aggressive rats, right? Which is, you know, based off the Ratman myth of like that. I can't remember if it was a real myth or like something made up, even though, you know, it's made up because it is a myth, but like something made up for the SCP of like this guy who lived in a sewer and he was surrounded by rats and could command them or whatever. But basically, yeah, it's just that. The actual dude is like a poor class D. They just sort of have him, and the rats can squeeze out from under here, which is kind of annoying. And they of course can't get over one block height thing, so they're not going to be able to chase me in here. Which the guy himself is harmless, I think, but he's just sort of forced to endure pooping out rats for the rest of his life. Oh, poor guy. It's just some random class D they have holding the cursed object, or having the curse, whatever, you know, either or. But yeah, that's the vermin god. It's just sort of a guy who's you know, just sort of cursed with it. But yeah, here's the next one, SCP-079, the old AI, which is another Hood classic. This one also is broken. I'm glad the sliding door at least tried to spawn in this time. But you can't really do anything with him. I think in the newer versions of the mod you can, but in the older one it's just sort of purely aesthetic. He's supposed to be like an old computer that had a super genius hacker basically program a sentient, self-improving, self-replicating AI onto it. And basically they just keep it contained to study it inside of an old computer that constantly gets wiped. Because if it takes over the world, it's basically just going to be like Skynet from the Terminator and just sort of kill everybody. You know, pretty simple actually, pretty simple. And the next one is SCP-053, which is the young girl. Which, how she works is that she applies, I'm pretty sure, negative potion effects. How it's supposed to work in the lore is that it's like a normal, seemingly normal girl. But the longer you're around her, you become like more aggressive and angry. And have the urge to kill her, right? The urge to kill her pretty much. And basically what happens after that is that eventually you, I think you either start killing other people or you kill yourself. But it doesn't affect people with very strong mental fortitude. However, it still affects like most people. So yeah, does she actually do anything in this one? Oh yeah, you get nausea and poison. So yeah, let me just Ooh. Oh yeah. Screen shaking warning if you don't like this nausea effect. Ooh. I think the nausea in Minecraft is definitely one of the more annoying things. But yeah, that's how it works in the mod. You know, in the lore, like I said, you basically just go crazy the longer you're around this random girl. And she also pacifies the effects of like every other anomaly she comes into contact with, which I think is very interesting. The lore. Well, most other anomalies, she can pacify the effects of like 682. The really, let me see if he's in here actually. No, he's not. But basically, like the really hard to kill lizard that's like super angry and evil. Because he's like the devil or something. Really the devil or something. Is pacified completely by her effect. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, I think the actual model looks nice too. But yeah, let me go into the next one, which is going to be SCP-006, the Fountain of Youth. But yeah, we had the liquid earlier. And all it does is spawn the water source. And yeah, infinite regeneration. Like you said earlier, infinite regeneration. You know, just sort of exist in this fountain. But yeah, it's neat, I guess. Next is SCP-002, the living room, which I think canonically they aren't numbered by the time they were discovered, but they're just like numbered randomly or something. They just like discover them all around the same time, a lot of them around the same time, and just give them specific numbers. And then the ones they terminate, they take the numbers from and then move on to the ones yet to be categorized. I think that's how it works, at least. I think that's how it worked. But yeah, here's the living room. Which, oh yeah, the wrench, I forgot. I think the wrench was meant to be used either with the machine that upgrades stuff, or it's meant to change the keycard level of the keycard reader. But yeah, here's the living room, basically. You get slowly eaten by it, and then after you perish, which, you know, I'll demonstrate here for you. After you perish, you get turned into furniture. Let me do it right in the middle here. Yeah, it's basically how it works in the actual lore too, is basically if you spend an extended period of time in the room, you just get consumed by it and turned into furniture, which adds on to the room. So they just, you know, learn to stop sending people into it. You know, after a while, they're just like, nah, you know, maybe we shouldn't do this. But let me go into game mode creative. Does it even work? Hold on, does it work in this version? Okay, as long as you're touching this floor or within this box, but it's supposed to add furniture, basically. Yeah. So when somebody gets eaten, it's supposed to add furniture. And I'm guessing it doesn't even stop you if you leave the room, which is annoying. But, yeah, that's the living room. That is in fact, the living room. It's made out of meat. It's encased in an iron ball, which they apparently found it like that for some reason, which, you know, it just sort of works. And the next SCP is SCP-23, which is the Black Shuck, which I have zero idea what I'm getting myself into. Hello, chicken. Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be like a ghost dog, or like a... I'm trying to remember, right? I could be misremembering. But it's supposed to be like that one legend of like the Black Wolf or whatever that's supposed to bring, not the Black Dog of Germany, that's a different thing, but like a Black Wolf might have been a Native American thing. But yeah, it's supposed to be just sort of, ooh, yeah, hits you when you run into it. I don't think he's actively trying to attack you or anything. It's like the Mothman from the creepypasta one. But ow, ooh. But yeah, basically, let me get some golden apples, actually. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, that's the Black Shuck. He's just sort of a black dog. You know, if you keep him as a pet, if you don't get too close to him, obviously. See how much damage he does. Okay, I guess he just doesn't feel like doing damage today. Alright, well. Alrighty then, let's move on to the last three. I'll do pink flamingos first. And basically, pink flamingos, I remember in the lore, was like these flamingo, you know, those cheap little plastic flamingos you can get from like the dollar store or Walmart or whatever, excuse me, as lawn decorations. They're basically that, but they're alive, and they eat small animals, and I think people too, when they get enough numbers. But they basically replicate on your lawn and bank off the fact that you won't expect lawn flamingos to be alive. Yes, as you can see here, they look like totally normal flamingos because you can't really like render the detail of looking like plastic in Minecraft very much. But that's what they're supposed to be in the lore, you know. There's like plastic flamingos that are alive and sentient, and they after they eat an animal, they just sort of reproduce the next morning or whatever. Like, it's just when people aren't looking to, they just sort of poop out a new one. But yeah. The second to last one is going to be SCP-1440, the Old Man from Nowhere, which I have no idea what this is. Okay. Okay, alright then. Let me, do that in creative. Let me do that in creative. The old man from nowhere. Yeah, I guess it does lead you to nowhere. And that nowhere being exploded. Yeah, these, portals right here, I think are just, like, spawn eggs. If I remember correctly. Actually, I don't know what these are for. I forgot, like, genuinely, what these are supposed to be for. But yeah, let me do the old man from nowhere. Okay, good sir, can you not do that, please? I guess he just wants to make an explosive entrance, huh? And he looks like a Cossack, like a old-fashioned Cossack. Did he just walk through the? No, it's because the door exploded. All right. Yeah, let me just do this one in creative mode because clearly he's not gonna want to cooperate with me at all. You know, from exploding the door in the chamber and everything. Which I don't remember that being in his lore. Excuse me, I don't remember anything in his lore. What am I kidding? But yeah, he's just like some old Cossack dude. You know, I don't know if he's hostile even. It shows green, so I'm guessing he's either neutral or passive. You gonna blow me up? Sorry? No, okay, he's good. Well, yeah, he's just like some old Cossack guy or whatever. Either Cossack or he's supposed to be. I don't know. Is he Jewish with that hat? I'm not sure. I don't. I didn't read the article, but yeah, it's basically him. It's basically him. I don't know. I'm guessing he's no. I think he's. I'm trying to remember. I think he's like a drifter, like a wanderer, but he wanders through dimensions instead of just like, you know, being normal, just like wandering through the back of a Love's parking lot or whatever. But yeah, that's the old man from nowhere. Throw that down there. But here's the last SCP before we get on to the clockwork virus animals, which is going to be Baba Yaga, which is the Russian folktale. Hold on, is there another one in here? Yeah, okay, I guess he doesn't die. He just explodes. Can't even hurt him. Okay, you cannot exist now, thank you. But it's a Baba Yaga from the Russian folktales, which I'm not familiar with. You know, I haven't read anything about that, but I do know who she is as a character. You know, lives in the big chicken lake house out in the middle of the woods, giving like random advice to passerby or whatever. But SCP, I guess she's just like a. Okay, madness. All right, cool. Let me yeah, if you have like epilepsy, maybe don't look at the screen for like the next 20 seconds. That would be cool if you just like did it. But yeah. I don't really remember her like this potion effect. Okay, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this right now. Yeah, sorry. I really am sorry if you like photosensitive or whatever. You know, it's been a while. I didn't expect this to happen, particularly. And you can't even stop it. You can't even stop it. You can't even get close to her without this crap happening to you. Well, yeah, okay, well, I guess you're just a jerk. But I'm guessing in the SCP version of Baba Yaga, she just inflicts madness on anybody who looks at her, which is kind of stank. Is it actually looking? Or is it just like proximity? I don't know. But it's kind of stank a little bit. But she has like a Alright, let me just keep drinking milk. Doesn't take damage from anything. Alright, cool. Can you not do that? Gives you madness and poison. So yeah, I guess the SCP universe version is not the kindest woman, I imagine. Not like the folktales at all. Even though she could be really angry in the folktales, I'm not sure. You know? But let me fly back and get the clockwork virus animals. Which I swear the machine that that makes stuff, right? The machine that modifies stuff. I swear it was in this mod, right? Or it's just, yeah, it wasn't a newer version, like the version that came out for 1.7.10, I think. But yeah, this is not that version. As I said, this is the version that was meant for 1.4.7, so it's obviously not going to have as many features in it. So here's these are basically just spawn eggs, you know. But let me go out and test these guys in one of these containment chambers. Actually, can you get electric? No. Oh yeah, you can. That's pretty cool. And I guess you could actually use those sheep for like some type of obscure transport system or something. But yeah, here's going to be the last few of these goofy goobers, which are going to be the clockwork infected, which is the clockwork virus, which basically it turns organic matter slowly into clockwork, and basically makes normal people into zombies. So here's the spider with the clockwork virus. Let me go to survival. But yeah, it's neutral during the day. It's got a good bit more health than the normal one, as you can clearly see. Normal one is 16. This one has double that, 32. But let me punch it. Should have a ranged attack, right? Ow! Ooh. Okay, no ranged attack, but he is quite fast. Yeah, they aren't exactly hard to kill, especially when you get them in the water. And he drops normal spider drops, so, you know. And, next one is Testificate with the DNA, which, yeah, if you guys don't remember, especially the younger viewers, if you guys don't remember, back in the day, villagers, before they were called the villagers, they used to be called Testificates in a lot of the, which means NPC, basically. You know, it's slang for, like, NPC, you know. But, basically a lot of the old heads will still call, I remember a lot of the old heads will still call villagers Testificates, because, you know, they were back then, sort of back then. Yeah, he's passive, you know, he's cool, he's a cool guy, he's just kind of half machine, but that's basically what it does in the lore, is you sort of just, you turn into this, whatever this is, you know, clockwork man, half machine, and a zombie with a clockwork, which I don't know if he will attack. I don't know if he'll attack the, Testificate, so let me just put a door here, so this gentleman doesn't get hurt, yeah? Can't get in there anyway, yeah. Ooh, he does a good bit more damage than the regular zombie. He still burns from sunlight, though. And I think all of these can spawn naturally. I think you have to either get the clockwork virus, which I forgot how you do, obviously, because this is very buggy and unfinished version. Jump in the water, come on. Get in the water. There we go. You can see your beautiful frame, sir. But it's a zombie. It's a zombie. Who's like half clockwork. And he drops around in flesh. Anyway, well, here's the pig with the clockwork virus. Which, yeah, he's sort of half machine, too. Yeah, I think it's one of the more interesting SCPs, honestly. And, yeah, it just turns into a sort of half machine thing. Creeper with clockwork virus, which let's see how big the explosion is on this one. It looks to be mostly machine, actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's mostly machine. As you can see, there was a very big explosion. I'm lucky I dodged, because I'm pretty sure I would have died if I didn't. But, here's Cow with the clockwork virus. But yeah, this is the final thing of the mod. This Cowborg. He's very quick. They're both very quick. Okay, not the pig, but the cow. Cow's very fast. He's got double the health. Yeah, he's a cow. He's a cow robot. So yeah, that'll be it for the SCP's classic mod. I'll just call it that, the classic SCP mod for 1.12. And I will have a download link in the description, obviously, for anybody who wants to put this into the game. Although if you're still playing 1.12, I don't know what to tell you, really. But yeah, that's it, pretty much. That's all the SCPs in the mod. He's never going to update this, obviously, because all it was meant to be was a port of the original old mod. And some of the features are a little bit broken and buggy. But that's fine, you know, it's 90% there. At the very minimum, you know. But yeah, I think, what do I think about it? What rating? What rating do I give it? What rating do I give it? I give it a good, like, I don't know, like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. If you judge it by modern mod standards, it's pretty underwhelming. But if you're judging it just by itself or old mod standards, then it's a pretty stellar mod. You know, it's a lot of effort went into it. A lot of, I'd imagine a lot of time programming went into it too. So I'm just gonna like sit in here with my villager friend who's a testificate friend who's a half robot. And yeah, let me just end this on doing this fat doobie. Ooh. Oh yeah, man. That's the stuff. Alright, well, I think I'll see you guys next time in the next Minecraft VOD review. Alright, I'm out, yeah. Gentlemen, and sorry for the interruption. Normally the ending for this would have been me doing that stogie and then it would go into the outro. But I completely forgot about SCP-682, who did not have his own document in this one. No containment chamber. Oh no, oh. Being rudely interrupted. Okay, yeah. By her, Baba Yaga. Ooh, annoying creature, annoying. But like I was saying a second ago before I got rudely interrupted. Yeah, SCP-682 is in this old version of the mod, but only as a spawn egg. And no other SCPs are like this either. It's just him, it seems like. So yeah, let me get my shield and spawn him in. Oh. Yeah, it's a very big model. As you can see, he's kind of glitchy. Only has 50 health points. Doesn't have any damage resistance. Oh, doesn't have any damage resistance. Actually, pretty low health. So yeah, I think I can take him on. I think it's just he was unfinished in the original, or it was something that the remake was gonna add. Okay. Thank you for that, I guess. Very dramatic for something with only 50 health, but alright then. See how much XP you get. I'm level 2 right now. Level 19. Dang, that's 17 levels of XP for killing something that only had 60 health. Alright, well. Let me go find my villager friend again. I'll do the outro. I'll do the outro again. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this episode of Minecraft Mod Reviews. Get up with this guy. It's going to be it for this episode of Minecraft Mod Reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will tune in next time for the next episode of whatever random stuff I review. So yeah, that's it. Bye, for real this time.